Hello everyone, my name is SiC. Welcome back to Factorio Space Age. We are on a quest to basically have a perfect recycling center over on this huge island that we have over here, and so far I think we're doing a good job. This entire thing should work, but we are still lacking the production of more scrap. So I was thinking we can get scrap from this island and load it over here. For that I have made a train, I just have to hook it up still. Now I have put a filter for scrap in the inventory of this cargo wagon, and this thing is going to go to the copper cable plus scrap pickup station, and then it is going to go towards the main scrap input. Right? And of course here it will have a full cargo, time passed, or inactivity, and so on. This one an empty cargo, time passed, inactivity, and then finally a refueling Fulgora interrupt, and it will be on its way. Now you are going to go towards, sorry, that's not what I want to do. You are going to go towards this. I made sure that this one also has this filter for copper cables so that we don't intersect here. And of course these trains, we have two, and they are bringing red computer chips and blue computer chips. We're going to filter those out into green computer chips, and then we are going to be perfectly okay. Because then we're going to ship those over towards this island so that we can then kickstart a proper production of, well, we have a couple here actually, and this is okay. Now we don't have enough superconductors, and that is because we don't have enough, what exactly? Copper plates. Oh, okay. They're being filtered out over here. We are not loading copper plates, I don't think. Right? They're all just byproducts. So we could make a station for that as well. I think that will be a thing we need to do to properly kickstart everything then. Alright, so what are we going to do here? First of all, let me put down some mining drills, and then we'll get some more scrap flowing, because that is actually really important to stress test the system, essentially, that we just made in the last episode. Now that episode turned out to be extremely long. I recorded an hour without even really knowing that I did so, which is kind of crazy. But actually not unheard of for Factorio. You know, this game has a way of sinking its claws in you, and then you just forget all about time. Right, so we have some scrap. I can make a couple more by hand and set those up, and then I'll be right back. And we have a problem. Yeah. I needed to filter these. Oh man, really? Right, so we have to fix this manually, I guess, because yeah, we need filter inserters, of course. It's not a difficult fix. We can just very quickly do this, and then we'll be okay. And then we'll put these like that. All right, and then these are going to filter for copper cable. There it is. Right. Perfect. And yeah, because these insert, so they don't need a filter, but these ones definitely do. Alright, so with this set up, it's time to start some recycling shenanigans again. So we'll start with, I don't know, let's filter out a couple like this. These are 6. I have 6 more. We can use those for the other things, but actually I'm going to need more than this anyway. I'm going to have to pick up some concrete because these are going to insert not insert. They're going to, well, this. Hold on. Let me think. Right, we can have 6 in a row like this. That is fine. They are going to output onto a belt. Let me just place this thing down like so. We apparently also have not put a lightning attractor here, which is a big flaw, so we'll do that. Now we'll output this into a circle. This one is not going to be as wide as the other ones for the recycling. and this is going to output 3 different things. Alright, so we'll have this thing come down, and then this thing is going to have to get split onto the other belt. Well, not split, but turned onto that other belt, because we're not going to have well, alright, we already have quite a few here, but that doesn't matter. We'll insert them over here, and it's going to output 3 different items. Now we can filter out a couple items here, a couple of items here, and I suppose a couple of items here. And here we will filter out the plastic. Right, and then we'll turn them. Here we will filter out copper cables. And then here we will filter out the green computer chips. Alright, and of course these do need power. Could we... we don't quite reach everything, but that's okay. Alright, so these things are going to need a def loop of their own, so we'll create a little def loop here in the corner for the plastic. I'm hoping that 2 of those are going to simply do the job, and it's not going to be too much of an issue. We'll have a splitter in here, and then we're going to put that item right there, and then we'll be okay like this. So hopefully this is going to basically recycle itself to death, and then we'll not have a problem. Also, I'm thinking we should have a splitter up here so we can double this up. Then this one is going to have to recycle into something else, or we can use it because, well, we do have this coming in from up there. So I guess this one is going to go into a def cycle. Alright, so maybe we could also just directly input this over here. So we'll have 2 go into that one. And if we do a design like this, they will feed into each other. That could work. These ones are going to go over here. Of course, we'll put a splitter. And we'll go underneath over in this direction. So these first 2 are going to filter this out into copper plates, and then this one is going to destroy the copper plates. And that should hopefully work. So we'll see. Right. They feed into each other, and eventually we should have nothing left on this belt except for green computer chips, which we then need to pick up. For that we also need a station, which I guess I haven't really left space for, but we can do it over here. We'll remove these. We'll place them somewhere else. We do have scrap over here, but that is basically kind of whatever. Don't care too much about that. And then we'll filter that out over into here. Could also go into that one, doesn't really matter. We'll have a train stop, a locomotive, and a cargo wagon. And yeah, like we could line this up and that will be fine, I suppose. We have a green circuit pickup, and this is going to be number 2. Make that one perfectly green. We'll put a train and a wagon, and just to be sure, we're going to set this to filter to only those. I don't think it's necessary, but it is essentially just future proof. Alright, and then we'll make a bunch of these. We'll have some chests. We'll have some power. This one also needs to be hooked up to the power. And then we need to essentially just hook this one up. Like that is going to be perfectly fine. And now we have green computer chips. And yeah, it would make sense to double these up as well. So put a splitter there. And what we have here is basically a self-sustaining loop that is only going to output green computer chips. That is the idea. Alright, so then this train is going to go to the green computer chip pickup 2, and then from there it is going to go towards science material drop-off. Here it is going to wait for a full cargo, time pass, inactivity, you know the drill by now. If you're still watching, I do really appreciate that. This time around, my videos on Factorio seem to be doing better than before, so that is great. I'm happy to see that. Thanks for joining me. And yeah, I hope you enjoy it as much as I enjoy making it, because Factorio is kind of like, I don't know, kind of a love for me, you know. Alright, so then we have to filter out these ones, the blue computer chips. And for that we need to make more, and for that I need concrete. Well, I'm making a mistake here, I'm thinking, because we can use these to make copper plates. I was just saying we need copper plates, right? So actually let's output this. Because we have this train station, we can use it for other things. We'll just have to think about how to filter out these things over here. That is okay, though. This time around we'll use some iron chests. So if we have inserters over here, inserters over there, we need a belt over here, like so. Then this one can go up and this one can, yeah, I guess that will be okay. That is going to work. Alright, so we'll go ahead and, yeah, so here this is convenient, right? This is perfect. This is what we kind of wanted. But this time around, let's quickly set this to manual. Let us clear how do we quickly clear this? Alright, just middle mouse click. Hold on. Oh man, come on. Let me just, this is super annoying. Also, we need to put a splitter in here. And that will work a lot better. Alright. We're going to get this one out. We'll actually, this row needs to be green computer chips, and then this one needs to be emptied. And then here we will have space for copper plates, right? I think that will work out the best. So we don't need to add another train to the track because it's already kind of slowing down. And that is bad. And we need both of these down there. So this works out really well for us. Yeah, we have an extra source of copper plates now, which is great. And now we're only def cycling the plastic, so that works out really, really well. Alright, I made a bunch more recyclers, and I guess we'll go ahead and make 6 over here for the blue computer chips. So this thing is going to go up there. This thing can go underneath here and over there, and then let's see, we'll make this go sideways. We'll have a splitter here. Okay, it needs to be a little bit to the side there, I suppose. Alright, because we need space here for a underground belt, etc., etc. Hold on. We'll do it the other way around. Alright, so we'll go like this, and we'll simplify it. We don't need to make this whole weird construction, right? We'll go ahead and set this one up to there, and then they're both going to go onto a area like that, and then this one needs to go like that. Alright. We have the ruins. I knew I was going to find more ruins, which is super annoying, and now I went ahead and destroyed a thing I shouldn't be destroying. Yeah, that is the one downside to the ruins on Fulgora. There are so many of them. And honestly, it's a little bit annoying, but you know, we'll make it work. It's going to be fine. Alright, so we'll filter this out, and this is going to break down to, what was it? 3 components or two components, right? Electronic circuits, advanced circuits, yeah. So that'll be okay as well. We'll put this out over here. I will make another little circle. And we'll put a splitter in there. Now we're going to filter out green computer chips over on this side. Right, and then we'll hook those up to the power. That doesn't quite work. Do it like that. This is going to go down, and over here, well, okay. If we put a splitter in here and make this go that way, what we can do is actually we can hook this up to the edge over here, and then we'll have this split up to 2 sides. So this actually puts out a lot of green chips, and we need to be careful that this doesn't back up, so we need to keep an eye on that. And then well, oh, this chest is already empty. That is kind of crazy, yeah. Alright. We're going to filter out. Okay, let's do this over here. These ones are going to filter out red computer chips. Perfect. Alright, that is not good for us. We'll go underneath here. I guess here we'll put a splitter, and then we'll go underneath right over here. And we could output directly onto this belt. Actually, the splitter then doesn't matter that much. And a bit expensive, but we have essentially infinite resources because the maps are infinite in Factorio. Alright, and there's a thing here, a robot signal. I'm not sure. We had one thing left to pick up, I guess. It was just annoying me. This little symbol over here. Alright, so now we have essentially got perfect recycling. So we'll, well, not entirely, because I still have a few trains that we need to deal with. But we'll have these over here, and I guess we'll put a symbol for the recycling over it as well. There it is. So we can put a tag like that, right? And then we'll have the other one above that one. And then we have the green chip. Alright, so then we have the copper cables. We don't really have much of a use for it, to be honest. Well, yeah, we need to filter it away from here, I guess. Alright, let us make one more of these. That works out as well. We're just going to set up a def loop for it, I suppose. We'll have 6 recyclers over here. We'll have to have inputs, of course. We'll go underneath and then that way, and we'll put a splitter in there. Yeah, we're already doing this on the other side, but I suppose like now we have an extra fast way of dealing with it. I don't know. It's just a little bit crappy. Alright, and then we'll do a couple of these like that. These are going to output like so. I suppose we could put a splitter in there just because we can. And we'll put that in here, and then... Alright, we'll have a little def loop. So I guess we'll also make a little symbol for that. Actually, the skull there comes in handy for it, because we have a special skull symbol. Like that, I guess. And that gets rid of the extra copper cable. So now we have 2 copper cables, destruction zones or sites or whatever, right? And hopefully by now we'll have a pretty stable, well actually not quite, we don't really have a super stable thing over here. And oh, we've run out of electricity as well. And that means we also ran out of electricity over here because these 2 islands share the grid. But by now, oh, let's see what is going on here. Alright, so we have all of the robots, we have the construction robots, and we have all the accumulators. What is not satisfied here? That is very peculiar, but we'll send you to Fulgora. We'll turn this one off, and we'll wait for that one. And why are you not traveling? You're stopped at Navis. You're on automatic. And everything essentially is okay. Huh. I guess it was still waiting for a particular item. Well, it doesn't matter. It's on its way now. And that means we can do some more things. I also put down some roboports on this island. I guess it's not super necessary anymore, but it's a thing I did, and I guess I will just keep it. Yeah, I don't have that many accumulators, but we have 500 new ones on the way, and that means that we can then properly support this island with accumulators. So, ah man, so many of them. It's kind of nuts. Alright, and then we need some protection over here, because apparently we didn't have that yet. Long range, it's going to work out just fine. So I'll set it up later, but for now I think we have definitely... Oh man, that is rough. So we are definitely running into problems on this intersection, and unfortunately I don't think there's anything I can do about it. Unless we make a shortcut over here, because not everything needs to be there. Some of these need to go down here. Yeah, I can make something work here, I think. Yeah, let me fix that. Man, things are so much more simplified now that we can build on oil, like deep oil. Because now I just made a T-section over here, so we can go up north and then we come down over here. I also destroyed some cliffs, which is really useful. So now we could place this ramp, and we could place it a little bit deeper over here. And that allows me to make this intersection. And then also I just made this T-section right here, so we can circumvent this area, because this was the bottleneck, right? Like this intersection, and there's really not that much I can do about it. So that was definitely annoying. Now this is now running full speed. We have all the materials we need and then some to keep going. I do think we need to put in some speed modules. And I'll just make some by hands, because we have not put the necessary materials over here. And we are still running into a problem with copper plates, apparently. So let me see. We have the green circuit thingy over here. This train is coming down, and like now it needs to go... Okay, it's going to the refueling station. All right, I was wondering what was going on there, but that is okay. And then we'll just have to be a little bit patient, I suppose, because well, we don't get a lot of copper plates out of this. Actually, that is an issue. We do get a lot of green computer chips out of here, and we are also recycling the red computer chips over here, but these boxes, we had like 4,000 here at least, and that has already vanished. Like, it's just gone, right? This is kind of crazy. We still don't have a constant supply of scrap. This recycling center that I have made is honestly quite hungry, but at least we have 2 trains bringing that stuff over here now instead of just the one. That does help. Yeah, every once in a while we'll get a new boost of this material. But I think on green computer chips here at least we are safe. We are okay. We have actually got 4,000 in stock basically. That honestly is kind of crazy. And why are you here? Alright, you are picking up battery and steel and you just don't have any batteries. I see. Right, is that what's going on here? We have the battery and steel pickup. We only have a couple of batteries. Alright. Now we do still have a couple of extra things that we need to get rid of. This thing is bringing the LDSs, the low density structures, over to the rockets. But we need to get rid of the holmium ore first. So let's see if we can actually make something happen for that. Well, space for train stations is becoming a little bit cramped. So what I've done is I put a ramp down here. And that is going to lead towards this train station. We don't really have space here to yeah, to make multiple train stations here, but I don't think I want to input anything else on this island. I think this is fine as it is. So what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and grab this train right there, and this is called the LDS plus holmium ore pickup, which is right there, and then we're going to go towards the holmium ore input, and of course here we will have a full cargo, time passed, or an activity. Honestly, at this point this should not warrant any more explanation, but I'm too lazy to turn off the video for everything that I do here. Like, it's not lazy, that's the wrong word, but it takes so little time that, you know, skipping it barely makes sense. Alright, so this thing is, first of all, going to the refueling station. Sure. It only has 14 solid fuel. Perfect. All right. So pretty soon here we will have holmium ore, which then needs to be brought over here. All right. We have this belt coming down here, right from this loop. So if we bring it over here and we feed it onto this belt, right? Yes, that is going to be perfect. We don't have to go that far. Now I am splitting everything, or filtering everything out onto a single belt. Because yeah, that's just what works for me here. I think that is perfectly fine. I'll get rid of this. And then we'll go up over here, etc, etc. I need to get around. Look at all of these underground belts though. That is honestly a little bit insane, but I like it. Alright, so if we go underground belts right about there, we can go like this. Another underground belt right here. And then we'll have the holmium ore being entered so we can make more holmium solution, because these tanks are empty and we also simply just need more of it. Ooh, I do need to be careful with the trains. Yeah, alright, so we'll dump the scrap and we'll dump this holmium ore. And let's see, where is the train for it? He just picked up the holmium, well, he still has the holmium ore, I guess. He just needs to go here first, and now it is going to be coming over here. So, oh, that is horrendous. We do need to do something about that as well, because this is the super long way around. That is really bad, and like, the fuel is being consumed very slowly, so that is absolutely perfectly fine. But yeah, that is not great. Alright, so we need to figure out the solution for that. So it's coming from up here. I guess we could make an intersection over here and then it can come down. I guess that is what we'll do. First I just want to see that train arrive, man. It should almost be here, I suppose. Yes. There we are. Alright. Plenty of holmium ore. And that will make some good holmium solution for us. Alright, I'm going to shorten its track though, because that is too much. That is just crazy. Alright, so I put another intersection in over here, so trains can now bypass this entire area to go left and then down into this main factory that we have. I also put another ramp down here, so trains have two options to choose from, and that should increase throughput a little bit as well. It's not going to be perfect because this is just a whole messy area and it's just a leftover from how we've had to do things. Didn't really have that much choice in the matter. I suppose we could also reroute this thing and then I'll run the left to hook it up over here, but for now I think we have other problems that we need to attend to. Namely that we still have a few trains that don't go anywhere. We have ice being put over somewhere that is not being used. And we could definitely still use more ice. So I guess what we'll do is we'll do the same thing that we did over here. I already put filters on those. So we're going to filter out ice on this side. And then we'll have a few chests, of course. This thing needs to disappear. Ah, that works out pretty well. Alright, yeah. Perfect. Alright, so we'll have this output. Why don't we have... Oh, this still needs to connect to something, I guess. Like that. Sure. Why not? Alright, so we will have inserters like this. We're going to come out like that, and I suppose we'll double this one up as well, so we don't need all of this. We'll go underneath, and then we'll hook this up to the ice. Of course, first we need the ice train. Yeah. So, let us see, it is this train. It's still called Lotso, and this actually picks up concrete and ice. Sure. That is not what we want. Plus ice pickup. And the concrete also needs to go somewhere. What do we do with concrete? Oh, we could use concrete over here as well, but then we need another station. And we don't have the space for that, I don't think. Man, that is rough. Where do you go with this, right? This is already so problematic. We don't have enough space to double up trains over here. I guess we could unload these over here. What do we... We're doing scrap over here. Right? This is the, yeah, the scrap drop off. I guess we'll do the same over here. We cannot quite do... Well, okay, we can output it the old-fashioned way, I suppose. We'll get a few of those. We'll get... yeah. Right, that works. And then we'll output this over here, except this needs to filter concrete, which is what I forgot to do. Sloppy, but not a huge problem. Because we can just grab this and put it in the chest. Like so. Alright, so then we'll have this one come in over here. We'll grab this train that has the concrete, which is going to go from the... Oh man, what was this? Concrete plus ice pickup. and it's going to go down towards the scrap drop-off. Alright, so here we'll wait, of course, full cargo, time passed, inactivity. Here we'll go for empty cargo, time passed, or inactivity, and we'll put the refueling interrupt, and then off it goes. And we just need to hook this up to the concrete, which honestly might be a little bit trickier. Look at this unholy mess that we've made. Alright, so let's see if this one goes down over here and then up over here. We create some space for underground belts. Ooh, oh man, that was almost my life again. Alright, that works perfectly. So we'll go this way, we'll go underneath all of these items. And then we'll see if we can hook that up. Well, concrete is hooked up. I basically just followed this line of holmium ore. And that is a lot already coming through. Yeah, so that goes underneath here, underneath all of the assembly machines for the accumulators. And then it feeds into our output for the refined concrete, which apparently also has a stick deficiency. And here it is going to get reduced down into nothing if it's not being used quickly enough. Where are we making the sticks again? Here we are making sticks, and we are not getting enough iron plates, I guess. Also because we don't get enough scrap up in here anyway. We do have some iron over here, but that is also deficient. Why are we not getting scrap? There is a train. But I guess we just don't have the throughput or the output of scrap that we need to support this. Anyway, that is one thing that we had to take care of, but of course the next thing is to output the ice. Ooh. Alright, what are you waiting for? You want to go in here and you can't. Alright, so that is because this thing needs to pick up the ice. So that is actually perfect because we need to fix that right now. Concrete plus ice pickup, and then you go towards the holmium ore inputs. Here, of course, we have full cargo, time passed, inactivity, empty cargo, time passed, and inactivity. Set this to ore. Alright, and now if we check the map, this thing has went into the station, which leaves enough space for this one, and now this blockage should clear up. It's kind of rough. Now what do we have left? We only have the solid fuel and the iron gear wheels. And neither of these we really need anywhere. So all of the other trains are running and are doing their thing, which is great. And the other things, yeah, like when these block up, because we have too much in the chest, they're just going to get automatically destroyed, which is basically the end of the puzzle that we've made for ourselves here, except for the fact that we still need to get rid of this ice on the belts. So that is what we're going to do now. Like so. And basically, yeah, we're going to follow the belts that we already made, because that seems to be doing the trick for us. And I think with that, this video is long enough. We probably reached half an hour of playtime. So I'm going to put a cut in here. But thank you so much for watching. Please do leave a like and a comment below if you enjoyed this content and wish to see more. I didn't get to tell you that in the last video, because I could have, I guess, but or in the video before the last video, I suppose, is actually more accurate. Ah man, how do you get over here? I'll figure it out. But yeah, thank you so much, and I'll see you for the next one.